Some signs that you are a people pleaser. You feel incredibly unseen, alone, misunderstood. You apologize all the time for seemingly no reason. You dread the idea of saying no. In fact, you deeply resent when people offer you an option that you would prefer to say no to. You feel frequently victimized in your relationships, or perhaps resentful that other people don't give back to you as much as you give to them. You only show your emotions really when you're already on the edge of a breakdown, or to complete strangers or people that are otherwise quite distant from the relationship. People pleasing is a trauma response. It's not a very well advertised one, but there are actually 4 F's, not 2. There's fight or flight, which we all know, and then there's freeze, which most of us can intuitively understand. If the lion is in front of us, we're going to hope that it's kind of like a T-Rex and can't see us if we don't move. And then there's fawn. And fawn is a trauma response where you fawn over your attacker or your abuser, where you look at that lion and you say, "Oh, Mr. Lion, please don't eat me. Please don't eat me. I will, if you don't eat me, I will make your bed so comfortable. I will bring you other food to eat. I will bring you flowers and good things." And you fawn over your attacker. People pleasing is a fawn trauma response. And most empaths and highly sensitive people deal with the fawn trauma response at some point in their life. So, why is this a bad thing? Well, first of all, like any other trauma response, if you are in fawn mode, if you are in people-pleasing mode, then you have a great amount of stress hormones coursing their way through your body, and this is tapping you of vital life energy all the time. So you're likely to find yourself overwhelmed, burned out, and exhausted. But also, this is a bad thing for 2 reasons. Number 1, fawn personality types or trauma response types, we tend to believe that we have to work for love. And that means that when we encounter people who don't make us work for that love, we don't tend to put a lot of energy into those relationships. Therefore, naturally finding ourselves surrounded by slightly more lopsided and one-sided relationships. The other reason this is such a problem is because as people pleasers, we are not tending to be very authentic. We are valuing comfort over authenticity. We are valuing ease over truth. And when we do that, we tend to feel very isolated, as we haven't necessarily shown who we really are. We maybe even haven't spent a lot of time looking into that matter. Who the hell am I anyway, and what do I care about anyway? If I'm so concerned about pleasing the lion and what the lion wants and what the lion likes, then how do I know what I want or like? And how then could I possibly ask for that? So what can you do about it? Well, ultimately, as in all things, people-pleasing is a habit and a practice. So you can start by examining and affecting slowly some of those habits. My recommendations: begin by saying no to something every day. And when you say no to something small, don't say, "I can't." Say, "I don't. I don't want to do that." You can also begin to set a standard for yourself of asking, what do you actually want or like in a situation before answering? Most people pleasers answer unconsciously in the affirmative. Put some space between their question and your answer. Give yourself a moment to actually ask, do I want to do this? Is that something I desire? Is this a powerful thing to someone who has never really spent the time looking? You might take a moment to recognize and notice what comes up. And of course, if you'd like to take this further, this is my specialty as a transformation coach, helping highly sensitive people follow their path to sovereignty and purpose. So if this is something that calls to you, get in touch with me. I'll be holding workshops soon, but in the meantime, I'm still doing one-on-one coaching to help empaths and highly sensitive people really improve their impact. I look forward to hearing from you.